Welcome to Christen on the hamster wheel. This particular video is going to be about me working on my bonsai trees. Finally had some time to do it, and I'm going to make a video and post it. That's why I moved here, so to pursue my passion in bonsai a little bit more. So yeah, I hope you like it. This is the video today. The tree I'm working on here is a shrubby cinquefoil, which is a hedge plant used in many gardens all over the world. It has small yellow flowers, which is apparent in the autumn. My father and I were so lucky to get to dig them up in the old apartment building where I lived back in Denmark, Aarhus, where they've been standing for like definitely over 20 years. As you can see, there's a lot of, it has a beautiful trunk with a lot of potential in it. Yeah, I haven't done anything about it before. Before I started filming, I took away the big, it was two trunks in the top of the tree, and I took the biggest one off, and now I'm just thinning out the foliage to see if there is any interesting branches that I can use to build the tree structure here. And the golden triangle you always go for when you style a bonsai tree. And again, I'm a beginner and I'm learning as I go, but and I ended up with very small branches, but in that way it was pretty good because I could guide them as I want when you have very thin branches. After I was done, the tree just needs to grow for a very long time to see where it goes. I also want to plant it in a different position in the new pot when we get so far. I'll do it in the spring, but maybe I'll just let it sit in this training pot for a longer time. Time will tell. And shout out to my father and my girlfriend sitting in the background, probably making the video more or less interesting. I don't know, but yeah, I probably removed like more than 80% of all the foliage from the tree, and yeah, hopefully it will make a great tree. And I also peeled off some of the bark to show the colors of the trunk, but I think at some points, I've never worked with this species before, so at some points of the trunk I've peeled a bit too much of the bark off, but we'll see how it goes in the spring or in some time when the tree gets the chance to grow, if it survives or if I have to change the styling of the tree, or yeah, time will tell. Bonsai is about waiting and the time you put into it, and yeah, time will tell if it's some good solutions I made on the tree. The tree I'm working on here is a western red cedar. It's been in this pot for like 2 years. It's 2 years ago I dug it up back home in Denmark, and in these 2 years it's just been gaining power in the pot, and now I think it's finally ready to work on. I'm very tough on the tree, but I hope it will survive. But I really want this branch to grow, because without this branch, this side of the tree is pretty bad, so I have to take my chances. The tree I'm working on here is a European larch. Originally I planted 5 trees together, sort of in a clump, to make it look like 5 branches on a big tree, but 2 of them died off, and now they are standing in sort of a row and they don't really look good. So I'm just cutting them back, and I'm trying to make sure the middle tree is the biggest one and the 2 on the sides are a bit smaller. I'm cutting them off here. And now it's just an experiment. I don't know what it's gonna be. It could be like a large cone fell from the tree, and 3 trees sprung out the same place. That's what I'm going for here, I think. We'll see with the time where the tree goes, but it's an experiment currently, and hard to follow any bonsai rules on it, I think, for me. This tree is a Japanese apricot tree, which has these very nice flowers in it, and it's excellent for bonsai. I don't know if this is a flowering tree, but I ordered 10 seeds off from eBay, and the first spring after, none of them came, but the year after one came and I had forgotten all about the seedling pot. But I'm glad that I at least got one, because they cost practically nothing from eBay. I'm just doing some basic pruning and leveling the lowest branches so they don't grow upwards and have a more flat shape to indicate their old branches which is hanging from the tree. So yeah, just some basic work. I'm not gonna do much to them. I'm not gonna wire them very closely because I need them to grow and don't have wire marks. So, and it's in an S shape, which I did when the tree was very young. We'll see how it turns out in the future. We randomly just visited a marina and I found this excellent tree being dug up, some type of cypress, and they gave it to me for free. They are apparently rebuilding the place, so I really love this hobby of mine, because you never know, this has a lot of potential. Well, it's gonna be an interesting walk up the hill with this massive tree I've received in the marina in Carrara. What do you think? Am I gonna make it? Bonsai is the best hobby in the world. I can confirm it. This is my new tree. I just need to prune it and then repot it. I think I'm gonna make a new pot for it. A wooden one with all the old wood up from here. This Mediterranean cypress was pulled out of the ground in the marina with a crane, so the roots took a lot of damage and the likeliness of it surviving is probably pretty small. So I removed as much foliage of the tree as possible, yeah, just to ensure the highest chances of survival. I built the pot from scrap wood from my landlord. He was so nice to give it to me, shout out to him. And because I couldn't bring my pots from back home because we had a lot of space issues when we packed the car. We couldn't bring as much as we expected, so that's that. Later this year I also participated in a bonsai class with one of the best bonsai artists in Denmark, in my opinion. And he told me to give the roots as much peace as possible, but unfortunately I have already repotted it when he answered me, so it's not fastened as good to the pot as you could wish for. But I hope it'll survive. I've done what I can. I have finished repotting the Mediterranean cypress that I got from the marina in Carrara. This is the Mediterranean cypress 3 days after the repotting. It still looks very good, but with these evergreens you really never know in the beginning if it'll survive or not, so we'll wait and see. But again, thanks for watching the video. I hope you really enjoyed it, and like and subscribe. It will help me a lot on this journey to get out of the hamster wheel. Bye.